Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Today I thought we'd start on the page of the Europa League, so you guys can kind of see what's been going on in this. It's been a bit of a hit and miss for most of our team. The main hit really is the way that Katowice are performing. They've managed to grab 6 points on the board with 2 wins. They lost to Leverkusen, but they then went at 3-0 away at Hajduk Split, and they beat Basel 2-0 at home. I think they're in really good placement to hopefully get out of their group if they keep playing well, which is nice to see. Unfortunately, a little bit further down you can see Legia, they've got themselves a win. They won 3-0 against Aberdeen at home, but they've lost obviously heavily to Sevilla, and they lost 2-0, I think it was at home actually. No, I think away at CSKA. So it's not great for them. I think they're going to struggle to get through, but you never know. Unfortunately, though, Zag really are struggling. 3 losses out of 3. They've not even scored a goal yet, I don't think. They got beat 4-0 at home by Mainz. They've really struggled in their group. It's a shame, but I don't think we can be too surprised with them. They got a really tough draw. Right, we've had some games off camera. Coming back today for the Monaco home game, we're probably going to try and skip one of the matches in between and come straight to the Porto one to finish off the group in one episode rather than 2, because, you know, efficiency. So first up, a 3-0 victory over Corona, still managed by Paul Pogba, nice to see. Orozco, Lisic, Pandurovic with the goals. Lisic missed a penalty. See, if Vicente or Firmino were on the pitch, they'd have had that, but unfortunately it was not to be. Lisic still had a pretty good game, though, with a goal and 2 assists on the night. Weirdly then, we only beat their second team 1-0 in the Cup, followed up, of course, with a Blaise Lisic guy. He still was fantastic on the night, and he's having the season of his career so far, which is nice to see. Hopefully he can carry that on through the full season. And then we lost to Legia Warszawa in the league. Our first defeat for 70 league matches. We're never going to make 100, are we? It's a shame, but I think it's just because we had to play such a rotated team to prepare for Monaco today. It was just one of those things that happened, unfortunately. This was the first time we've lost to Legia in any match in over 10 years, which is crazy. We've played 34 times against them in this save, and yeah, the last loss we'd had was in 2023, which is utterly amazing. But big day for Legia fans, I suppose. And all that leaves the league looking like this. We're still massively clear at the top, which is nice to see. Lechia starting to run away in second spot. Lech Poznan and Katowice up there as well. Zag have certainly started to climb up the league quite nicely now, as have the other Zag, Lubin, who were really struggling towards the start, but they're on a great run now, looking towards the top. Legia sort of struggling in there too. Corona, just where they were last season, really. No huge surprises in and around there. Motor having a terrible year. Skra looking like they're doomed this time around, unfortunately. But also, there's rumours that Zag, the other Zag, the original Zag, might be under the takeover bid. So we might have another rich team joining the ranks of the Polish glitterati, which would be very useful right about now. But today, it's Monaco, and we've actually got quite a bit on the line here. When you actually look at the way things are set up, we need to come up and get a victory here, because you feel like Porto will probably beat Copenhagen. And we need to make sure that we're in a position to get second spot, because that could really start to go sour for us in this group. Considering we beat Monaco in the final last year, we got really poor, sort of, just some bad luck, I think, in the last 2 games. Hopefully we can turn that around today and set ourselves on the right path. But it's match day 4 that we usually used to bugger up, so hopefully we won't do that today. I'm not sure there's any updates on the other teams. Lechia played Dortmund at home yesterday and lost, I think, 2-1. They've actually not lost a game by more than 1 goal, and they do very often score in their matches. So they're doing all right in their group. They're never going to get out of it or even come third, but they're at least not losing heavily to the other teams, which is actually impressive. And guess what? This match is being refereed by our main man, Hernandez. So what more do you want? Right, we definitely are playing this lineup today, that is for sure. We're going to go to a quick pick. We should have a fairly full strength team. Pereira, Lisic, Gorosito. Surely Vicente is available now. Yes, he is. Okay, good. Drop Gorosito in there. Edelberg or Broniszewski? Who do we go for? Like, Broniszewski's just put up much better numbers. Like, even Edelberg's been playing games. He's just not been getting good performances. Everybody else, though, pretty pleased with that. I wish we had Iglesias back. I feel like he's such an important player for us. For Posse's nearly fit again, too, which is very useful. So on the bench, we're going to go with Prado, the Llama, Treverio, Firmino, Pandurovic, Idchak, and, of course, Orozco. They look to be playing the exact same approach. Like, we've got ideas, but we're the home team, so I'm hoping we can kind of impose ourselves a little bit more. But it is definitely a concern of mine that we've actually had a pretty poor Champions League campaign. What I would say, though, is that I think we've had 3 seasons of pure brilliant success, getting to the final every single year and winning it 2 of them. We're bound to have a season where we just, like it nearly was last year with the Man City game, we're bound to have a season where it just doesn't go right. But that's fine. Certainly are doing us proud. Are they playing? No, they're not playing right now. I guess they must be playing in the late game or something. Steed, which is actually pretty good, because I think Lech are playing at home against, actually that's home against Schalke. They'll probably lose that, although they did do all right against Schalke away from home. Only lost 1-0 in that game. Kalala. We definitely can't afford to lose. If we lose to Monaco in this game, then we are dunzos in terms of winning the group. But I think us winning the group is pretty much dead anyway. Broniszewski. I think we're missing for Posse and the likes. Oh, Pereira's in. Oh! Oh, God. These situations, they're just not breaking in our favour at the moment, are they? That could have easily trickled into the back of the net, but no. Alonso cuts inside. Right, Vicente, how did we not win the ball there? Magozzi makes a save. Right, there we go. We're switching over to that other approach because it is not working for us whatsoever so far. If anything, they've actually been better today than they were in the home game, which is crazy. Still a lot of yellow cards going around, though. Gorosito, saved by Bruno. First shot on target. Coronel. Gorosito. Oh, Chabal with tons of space. Pereira! Oh, that is glorious. What a bloody goal that is. Wait, is that offside? It's definitely a goal. This is a fantastic goal. Genuinely brilliant. Gorosito to pick this ball out for Chabal. Lovely ball into the channel, but it's Chabal's first time ball across. That's what makes this goal. And Pereira, lovely little header, bottom corner. 1-0 to Polonia Warszawa in front of an empty stand. Lovely old job. And to see Pereira score yet another Champions League goal is really, really impressive. Gorosito, all the way in and over the crossbar. This is a massive goal for us, though. Possession's looking better, creating some shots, much more like it. Lisik's flicked away. Gorosito might fancy another one of these long ranges, and he does! Oh! Well, we certainly turned on the quality. A few long shots in there, but we've got the lead and maybe could have even had more. Really nice. Monaco were using Mike Stead an awful lot, but now he's gone off injured. It might not be so easy for him. We might actually mark up Kalala too. Albracin. Vicente could cut inside. No, he's too deep. Broniszewski. Good save again by Bruno. Oh, tries to pick out Lise. And that is actually a really nice piece of football. Magozzi with a great ball out. Broniszewski. Chabal again. Back post. Pereira's header. Oh, what a save. Broniszewski. Oh, cleared. We've definitely turned this into the better performance on the night. Treverio, Broniszewski. Oh, he did the initial thing completely right. And now it's... Oh, God. Oh, what a save by Magozzi. Literally their first shot since that goal. Pereira's picked it up. Well played, lads. Just keep on running with it now. Lisik, take it to the corner if you need to. Or grab the second goal if you can. Lisik, cleared away. Gorosito. Albracin. Gorosito. Treverio. Nice work again. Albracin with lots of room to pick out across. This time and he's won us a corner at least. They've left a lot of players up the pitch, but it is going to leave them with a lot less players in the box. And there's Prado with the goal. Oh my goodness me. Leonardo Moraes Prado with his first ever goal for Polonia. We took a risk there, but sometimes it's just, you can't keep changing the corner instructions. Look at this. Lisik just pings one straight in the middle of the box. Prado on the full volley. That is a brilliant goal. It's 2-0 to Polonia. What a risk that was, but Prado comes up trumps. What a great piece of play that is for Prado. His first ever goal comes in a game, quite an important one too, and he's actually been really decent since he came on, I've got to say. Full credit to the lad. Coronel's not exactly covered themselves in glory this year, but Prado, really, really nice work, and we are going to beat Monaco by 2-0. That's the kind of result that we needed to dig out at this point, and it gives us a better head-to-head, because Lisik's through again, and it's now 3-0. Blaise Lisik makes it 3-0, that's more like it. And now, not only have we beaten Monaco, but we've completely smashed the head-to-head record against them with 2 late goals. Petr Chabal here. This is why I love this guy. He just drives into the middle of the park. Nobody comes to close down. Just drops it through for Blaise Lisik, and he scores his 10th goal of the season. Lisik really is having the season of his career this year. Assists-wise, goals-wise, everything-wise. Brilliant. 3-0. And that is a superb result. Polonia Warszawa 3, Monaco 0. Right, that makes up for everything in that last episode a little bit and puts us in a nice cushy spot. Right, we're going to do the Copenhagen game off camera and come back for the Porto game at the end of that, so we can see how we're kind of doing, because we might still be in a battle with Monaco. You never know. Porto could do us a favour. Right, so off camera games. First up, a 3-0 victory over Katowice. Vicente, Pereira, Falvella with the goals. Then things continued much in that vein. A 4-0 victory this time over Skra. Pereira got one. And Aziz Coyote, yes, that's right, he's still playing in Poland. Own goal. Vicente, Juan Orozco, 4-0. Then came the Champions League, a 4-0 thrashing away at Copenhagen. No surprises there. Lisik, Vicente, Chabal, and of course, wouldn't be a match in the Champions League without Firmino coming off the bench and grabbing himself a goal. Then followed up with a 5-1 victory away at Zag. A pair of goals for Poppossi finally back, and this time a hat-trick for Pereira. He's now the top scorer in the league. And then 5-0 in the cup as well. 2 for Vicente, 1 for Waterberg, and 2 Treverio. Comfortable stuff. Now, it won't let me show you the other screen because there's a Club World Cup game going on, so that's a little bit annoying. But essentially, here's what's happened, and this is some big news. Lech beat Spurs 1-0, and as a result of it, they have actually qualified in second. I don't think they're going to win their group. It doesn't really matter if they do or not, quite frankly. The fact they were able to beat Spurs is ridiculous, although I do think that I overestimated Spurs a little bit, like I did with Southampton a couple of years ago, because they've actually not looked very good at all in that group, losing to Lyon, losing comfortably to Schalke, I believe, and obviously getting a 0-0 at home against Lech, which admittedly Lech were very lucky, but then they were very comfortable in their 1-0 victory over Spurs. Schnad scored a penalty, but they looked much the better side, and that's very, very good for them. Lech really are ripping up trees. They're actually doing better than us, I think. As you can see as well, though, we are through behind Monaco. I can't see us winning the group this time around, though, unfortunately. It does look as though we're going to have to rely on Copenhagen to take points away at Monaco. Monaco. It's unlikely to happen, unfortunately. Oh yeah, and Lech also beat Schalke. I don't know if I actually mentioned this. They did beat Schalke as well, 1-0. This is the crazy thing. Their home form has been fantastic. I don't think they've won any away games, but they've picked up wins in, I think, all 3 home games, maybe 2 of them. GKS also won away at Basel and are now already through their Europa League group, which is good. Legia beat CSK and are now second, although they've moved down to third again, but they could still go through their group. Unfortunately, Zag are a bit bad. They have won a game, but they are definitely out of their group, unfortunately. And Lechia did get a draw against Atletico away from home as well, but they were also beaten by Man United. They're going to get 2 points in their group and come bottom, but still, they've done a bloody good job. Point is, we've got us and Lech are both through in the Champions League. GKS are through in the Europa League. Legia could well join them depending on what result they get in their final group game. So I still think that's pretty damn solid for us. I think it would be a bad idea for the season to be the last because it seems like Poland are on the cusp of breaking out the 6 teams continental groups. Even if they don't perform this year, I feel like progress has definitely been made. And with the new efficiency, we might well be able to block out a couple more seasons of this just to sort of see what we can do. But all this extra stuff I'm having to do right now is really taking its toll in terms of my time, and that is a concern, because just because I'm doing more in an episode, it's basically just like me doing 2 episodes in one. That still has to be time made up somewhere. For the Huesca save, could you use the database from the 1920 season? It would make things even more interesting. It definitely wouldn't, because they're in the 2nd tier in that database for this year, so it wouldn't be very interesting at all, because they wouldn't be fighting against relegation, and that's the point of the save. It's going to be called the Struggle or something, because I don't want it to be specific to Huesca, because we're going to do all sorts of other teams, hopefully if it's a success, you know? After how you described the next series in the video, I'm really looking forward to see how Huesca Till I Die would actually wind up compared to the Sunderland one. I imagine it will be just as good, particularly when I find Jack Rodwell hiding in a cupboard and try to get rid of him. Not an easy job, you know. But today, obviously going to switch back to this, go for the home team. I might even start Prado, to be honest. Wow, really? Coronel, oh, he's suspended. In that case, I'm definitely starting Prado. And I might well start the Llama at the back as well, just to see. So Pereira, Lisic, Vicente, Fapossi, Godosito, Prado, Albarracin, Freitas, Llama, Chabal, and Magozzi. Iglesias is on the way back now. He's in rehab, so he might be back after Christmas, which is really, really good, because I just don't think Magozzi's been as good. Not that I expected him to be. He was a backup at best. Just occurred to me there was one other off-camera game which I just forgot to show you. We lost again, this time 2-1 at home to Lech Poznan. 2 red cards in this game, 1 for each team. We probably still should have won, but they created some good chances. And the fact that we're able to lose to the likes of Lech and Lechia, I think shows to me that they're getting stronger, because it's not like we're getting weaker. We're still playing rotated squads like we always were, but they're actually starting to beat those teams now, and that is a good sign overall for me. So, that's going to be the lineup. On the bench, Broniszewski, Veras, Orozco, Firmino, Olivier, Waterberg, and of course Treverio. First team lineup now. I'm trying to remember what we did against them last time, because interestingly, Bonavento's playing further up the pitch this time. I think we're going to have to go down the flanks at some point. I'm just trying to remember if that's what we did, as I legitimately can't remember what we did in that first game against them. That admittedly, we didn't win the match, but we should have done. So what I might do is go straight from the off, bam, 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 like that, and then just see what happens. Because I mean, they do still have stuff on the line. They want 3rd spot. They won't want to embarrass themselves and end up coming 4th in this group, particularly with Copenhagen. They've done all right in recent years. It's great to have a Posse back, though. He's just that little bit better, really. Okay, we've not had a single shot in this game. What in the hell is going on? Let's just move back to our original approach and see if that helps, because that is not acceptable. Lech are losing at Lyon. I actually figured they have a good chance of coming there and winning, considering Albarracin, Lisic. Oh, lovely ball for Gorosito over the crossbar. Well, there's not really 2 ways around this. This has been a legitimately god-awful game. Nothing's happened. I think they rely on having a decent amount of possession, so if we can start to take that away from them in the second half, it might allow us a bit more time to... Oh! God, how often does that bloody happen, I tell you? I really do feel like the issue we've got is that they've got that defensive midfielder, so we can't get in behind their midfield in the same way that we normally do, so we're going to actually have to use the wings a bit more. I mean, again, we've sort of limited them completely once we switched over, and there we go, Pereira's in behind. Can he finish things? He surely can. No! Oh my God, with these chances, my goodness! I genuinely can't remember the last time one of those chances actually went in the back of the net. It is amazing. Lisic's picked it up. We've got a breakaway now. He's got a man all on his own in the middle. He must find Firmino, and he does! And it's a late goal from... Well, who else was going to score a late winner for us? Of course it's Piss and Firmino. What an absolute legend. And Blaise Lisic, I'm pretty certain that is his 21st assist of the season. Bear in mind, he got an amazing 19 last year, and that was in the full year. We're not even at Christmas yet, and he's already got 21. Lovely ball across. Firmino, excellent finish there. Who else was going to score a late winner for us off the bench? It's Firmino, 6th of the year, 1-0. Come on, lads, huge win. I think on the balance of play, we have absolutely deserved that, and that's just earned us a couple more coefficient points to add to the pack. So what was the score? 1-0 in the end from the penalty spot. What a shame. Oh my God, they won the group! What the hell? What was the other result? Where's the other team? Oh, we can't seem to see it. That means that Schalke and Spurs must have mucked their one up. Lech Poznan have won their group in which Schalke, Lyon and Tottenham were in it. That is insane. Yes, Spurs beat Schalke 2-1, but because of the other meaningless stuff, Lech Poznan losing was enough for them to win the group. Unbelievable stuff. That's huge for them. Oh, Legia didn't get through. They must have lost to Aberdeen. That's awful. GKS actually got 12 points on the board in their group in the end. Fair play. What about Zag? No, they lost another one. Just quickly, our one game off camera. 5-1 victory over Pogon. Another hat-trick there for Pereira. One for Vicente, one for Posse. Right, Champions League knockout draw. By the way, FIFA World Club Cup, we're not actually going to bother with that this time around. I'm still going to do it, but you know what I mean. We got SIPG again. So, seeded teams. Of course, we came second, didn't we? Lech Poznan are a seeded team and we're not. Mother of Christ. So, seeded teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, Lech Poznan, Man United, Monaco, Barca, Man City, and Real Sociedad. Good Christ. So, basically, 4 English teams, Lech Poznan, whoa, PSG. Where are PSG? Did they not get through their group? Mad. Right, okay, let's just go. See who we got. It doesn't really matter. We got Real Sociedad. Probably the only one of those that I thought we might have a chance against. Who did Lech Poznan get? They got AC Milan. Interesting times in Poland, it's fair to say. I don't know when the Europa League group stage draw is, so the draw hasn't actually happened for the Europa League. But as you can see, so far this season, we've got 18 points, and Lech Poznan have got 16 on the board. So between us, we've got 34. But there's also Katowice taking us to 42, to 48 with Lechia's response, to 52, 55 points on the board already. And what this does for the national one is we're already on to 10.7. We're actually having an excellent season as a whole. And what was it? It was a 29-point gap at the moment, is what it was at the end of last season back to Italy. We've shaved that down to 25 at the moment, but I still think there's more for us to potentially gain. I think we can have a better year because we've got so many more teams to actually gain points in it. I don't know how much further they'll go, but you never know. We're certainly having a good year, as are Holland, to be fair. 9.4 on the board is pretty damn solid, but we're doing all right this year. We're looking good. And that is going to be the next episode. It's going to be doubleheader against Sociedad. That is a really plum draw out of the ones we could have got, quite frankly. We've got a bit of luck there. I think we've really needed it. We've had a few more defeats this year, but we are winning games by a bit more as well. So that's going to be what we're going to do. We've got a friendly against Monaco because they asked us for one, which is kind of them. So we're going to come back and do Sociedad, a doubleheader of games against Sociedad. Good God, there's a lot of stuff I'm doing today. I don't know if I'll be able to do this every year. When the time is right, we can do it, and I'm going to have time for today. So we're going to really push on through and get into the knockout stages after Christmas with some winter transfer stuff too, because there's going to be some players joining us. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, we're through with a late winner. Well, we're already through, but we've got some extra points there with Faninia, but Lech Poznan winning their group is insanity. I don't think anyone's ever done that other than us. And for GKS to go through, we're definitely having a good year in Poland. Anyway, like the video, that'd be cool. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll join you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.